How do you come up with this stuff, John? You are a riot. I totally forgot we were doing a news broadcast today.
I didn't know what.
Jackie, you should remind me better. I'm cutting your paycheck.
Oh
I'm cutting your
God,
paycheck.
Come on. Anyway, we're here in Confederation Night in BNA.
Yes, from the future.
Anyway, I'm John Donald, or Johnny.
And I'm Mac Enzy, or Mac and Cheese. That's what my friends call me. And, you know, my super hot, smoking Nova Scotian girlfriend. Yeah, Nova Scotian. That's like the Sweden of BNA.
Well, you wish. Anyway, Mackenzie, would you explain what we're doing tonight?
Tonight, we're going to be going to all British North American colonies. All of them. Canada West,
East,
New Brunswick,
South, Nova Scotia,
Newfoundland, and
PEI.
That's Pizza Enhanced Ice for you idiots out there.
I know,
I'm looking
right?
at you, Jackie.
Actually,
Anyway.
Prince Edward Island, but anyways.
Anyways, we're going to a Nova Scotia first because, you know, I'm from there. You know, I got this buddy, Wilson Rankin. You know, I heard he's going to be at a bar tonight with this idiotic guy from Canada West. Yeah. Cool, huh?
Anyway, our reporter would be Charles Charlton, wherever he is. Anyways,
I think he's in Nova Scotia.
yeah, that would make sense. Anyways, I guess that's it. See you guys later.
See you next time.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We are here in Nova Scotia, and we're trying to find some people to tell us about the reasoning why they might join Confederation. We're in a local library here. As you can see, there's a lot of books. And we found a local colonist. And here, he's going to introduce himself.
Hello, my name is Alexander William, and I am a colonist for Nova Scotia.
Oh, hi, Alexander. How's your day today?
Well, my day's been good so far. You know, just reading books in the library.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can I ask you some questions about, the
Yeah.
reasons they might join Confederation in Nova Scotia? Okay. Why is Joseph Ho against Confederation?
So, he is against Confederation because he was concerned that a small province such as Nova Scotia would have a small influence.
Very true, Alexander. What reason economically will they might join Confederation?
Well, the U.S. are going to put taxes on exports from Nova Scotia, so trade will be very difficult. But if we join Confederation, we can do intercolonial trade and get new goods.
Yes, I agree with that highly. What do you think about Confederation and why?
So Confederation is really good for our colony because markets will expand after the U.S. ended reciprocity and Britain has free trade policy. So we need to trade among ourselves, which will help us a lot.
We'll make more businesses, right?
Definitely.
How is Manifest Destiny affecting Nova Scotia?
So Manifest Destiny is affecting our decision because if we don't join, we might be swept up by the U.S. Army as our defense won't hold because it's really weak.
So they'll just take us over, easily, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is Ho making it hard to make decisions for Confederation? Any arguments he made, and would you agree?
Very much. He has argued with Charles Tupper and has made some good points, like the subsidy, which 40 cents per person, which I think isn't right. We should get paid at all the same amount.
Yeah. Are you scared of the Fenians, and why?
Yes, we are scared because we can't hold as our military group is small compared to the Fenians and not as good too.
How would the railway help you join Confederation as you have to pay for it too? Will it be worth it?
Yes, it will be worth it because it will open more markets and get new goods that we might not have.
How will intercolonial trade help you?
Like I said, it will expand our markets, and we could trade our fishes for other goods, and the railway will be able efficient trading.
What might happen if you didn't join Confederation? How would it affect economically, politically, and most likely to your defense?
We might get in financial problems as the fear of the Fenians, our defense won't hold attacking as the world have been passed around, and we might get destroyed by the U.S.
How did the political leaders affect the decisions of the Nova Scotians?
So, they both put their political decision in the newspaper, but Ho had a really good point about the subsidy, while Tupper had a point that will expand markets for people to get jobs. So there was a lot of back and forth.
I agree. Well, and also, what were the reactions to the Quebec conference?
Joseph Ho was arguing that we were being sold out to the Canadas, which was called subsidy for 40 cents per person in the 72 resolutions. Tupper said it will help our economy, bringing in other unique goods, whether we've never gotten.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Alexander.
Oh no, thank you for
for coming and just meeting us and talking about reasons
Nova
why to
Scotia?
join Federation.
Yeah.
And thank you.
Hey, are you a Canada West citizen?
Yeah.
Would you be interested in doing a interview about the Grand Confederation with me?
I would be glad to. First of all, do you want two beers?
No thanks. I'm an alcoholic.
It's on me.
Then yes.
Okay.
Yo, bartender!
Yes. Can I have 2 beers, please?
Bruh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Should we take a sip of these delightful beers?
Yes.
We first opened them.
Good point. People from my colony aren't as opening our beers-ish.
Okay.
That's not our...
Oh.
I'm sorry, can you open mine, sir? I'm kind of a weak man.
No problem. There you go.
Thank you, sir.
No problem.
Now to the interview.
It's pretty tasty, am I right?
Yes, very
Quite
much.
delightful. Tastes delicious. Okay, let's get on to the interview.
So, how has Sir John A. Macdonald had a huge political difference in your colony?
Well, Sir John A. is a brilliant man because of the very strategy he does as premier to win and run his government. He made a lot of smart choices, including going to the rep to the side. You know how our capital city is Bytown or Ottawa, right? He went to the rep instead of just announcing himself, because no one can go against the Queen, correct? He also was smart because when outsmarting Brown, because when he resigns, he's actually not getting defeated, right? He just taking a break and things. So then when Brown is actually in power, boom, Sir John A. comes out of nowhere and just takes him down and become premier again. He does a lot of things to help politically and in the government.
Anything else?
That's it.
Very interesting. Sounds like a great Canadian hero.
Yep.
What factors in politics and government made Canada West create this idea and want to join in their own creation of Grand Confederation?
Well, politically, a lot of things helped the choice of Confederation, but I feel that the most important factor was definitely the political deadlock, because there was a lot of arguments, between the conservatives and the liberal, George Brown and Sir John A. Correct? They always fight each other, and nothing can get resolved between the two governments. Also, the shared railroad expenses, because some other countries can't afford to share the railroads, so then we need to, and it helps the economy, right?
Interesting.
Also, also America, Manifest Destiny, and Fenian Raids are getting more powerful, so then we need to create a bigger army to take over America.
Take over America? That sounds like some pretty big ambitions, doesn't it?
As well as defend them, because you don't know when they can strike at any time.
Defend the Americans?
Defend us.
From the Americans. I gotcha. Those Americans are some tricky, smart, wise guys.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they're very smart and handsome and very good at stuff.
Okay, can we get on to the questions?
Oh, of course. What did George Brown want that was wholly different than John A? Like, to lead very big political deadlock between the government of Canada West and well, not Canada East. They are kind of,
Yeah. Okay, well, George Brown at the time wanted to have different governments, and everyone shouldn't be, then we shouldn't be joined with the French. But John A. wanted the opposite. He wanted Grand Confederation, where where all of the colonies could come together as one and create a bigger force. As well as he wanted a coalition government, because it's like a more equal government. Everyone has their own opinion, and there's not just two sides. You're just one.
Nice. Anything else? Or?
No, that's fine.
How has the ending of Britain's colonial preference in other colonies influenced your choice? Just how, why, what?
In Canada West, when they stopped colonial preference and started U.S. reciprocity and free trade, it made a huge difference, because now they can have more business. Because now they can expand their trades, correct? They can have more businesses, more markets, and more money and profit and trade, which is, everybody wants that, right?
Yes. Anything else? Or next question?
Yeah, next question.
Sounds good. So, I think this might have to be our final question. We're running out of time, so let's make it a big one. How has the choice of Confederation in other colonies all across BNA been an influence to your choice, and how, why, when, where?
I feel that it did, like, a lot of their choices affected us, because other colonies started to, generate ideas to, like, why we should join Confederation, and it made a huge impact on, like, us as Canada West choice. When New Brunswick got attacked from Canada West, for example, when they got attacked from the Fenian Raids, they were like, oh my God, dude, we can't get attacked again, or we can't let this happen to any other colonies. So then they told Canada West, and then they were formed, and then they just realized that our army was too, not as stronger than it could be.
Very wise. Well said.
Yeah.
So, this has been another installment of Confederation Night in BNA. Oh, but before we go, I just remembered another very important thing. And as you can see, we have a bit more time, obviously. So before I go, may I ask you about some of the social factors that exist?
Well, there isn't.
Okay, well, I think I've had a little too much to drink, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah. So I think I better turn in. This has been another installment of Confederation in BN.
Hello, we're here in New Brunswick, and I found someone here to talk about Confederation. What is your name?
John Lillian.
So, John Lillian, do you think your colony will join Confederation?
Yes, they will, because Confederation should happen quickly, and we as a colony need it so that we can defend ourselves from the Fenian raids. They might attack us and win. All the colonies need to join because they need defense against the U.S., and if we don't join Confederation, we might be all Americans soon.
Are there any reasons economically for your colony to want to join Confederation?
We have agriculture and fishing industries of food. So if we join, we can expand our markets. The expense of railways can be shared so they can trade within colonies and promote intercolonial trade. Larger markets for their goods.
What social factors would make your colony want to join Confederation?
There are no social factors.
Interesting. In total, will your colony want to join Confederation?
Yes, because we need to defend this colony from the Fenian raids. Also, we need to defend ourselves from the Americans because they are keep on growing from Manifest Destiny. And they can attack us from the borders because we share one of the longest borders between us and the Americans. So, and the Americans ended the free trade with us. So we need to join Confederation to do intercolonial trade.
Are there any reasons that would not make your colony want to join Confederation?
Yes, there is. New Brunswick is very cheap, so we won't be able to pay for the railway. But the railway will still be useful.
What will you do after the U.S. ended reciprocity?
Well, we really needed reciprocity. But then the U.S. ended it so we can join Confederation. But the U.S. ended it, so then we kind of have to join Confederation to make intercolonial trade.
Why is defense so important for your colony?
Defense is important because we are at risk of the Fenians attacking us. So if we join Confederation, we will have a better defense against them. Also, our colony shares a border with the U.S., so there is a fear of America invading us because of Britain's part in the Civil War, and we get a stronger defense if we join Confederation.
Where and why did the Fenians attack you guys?
So in April, the Fenians staged a raid attack against Pobella in our colony. They attacked Canada because the Fenians believed that if they capture some BNA colonies, they could hold the colonies ransom in return of Ireland's freedom.
How would the railway help if you join Confederation as have you fought too?
Yes, it will be worth it because it will open more markets and get new goods that we might not have.
Is that all?
Yep, that's all.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Oh no, thank you.
Oh.
Hello, we are here in PEI, and we met this colonist that will talk about Confederation. What is your name?
John Cabot.
Alright, so what brings you here?
I was just about to eat my potatoes. You want one? I have an extra.
Oh sure, give me some, I'll eat it later. Alright, so we're going to ask you some questions. Can you tell me what you think about your colony and Confederation?
Oh, I'd love to.
So, are there any political factors that would affect your colony's choice of joining Confederation?
If we're going to join Confederation, we want the other colonies to help pay out the landlords of $800,000. But we did not get an offer fast enough, so that isn't very good. Also, we have 5 representatives. So if in the government we do rep by population, we only have 5, so we're going to have a say in nothing on what's going on. If we join Confederation, we don't want to join Confederation because it's a tough for Americans to get to us, and then if Americans go take over like Canada West and stuff, we'll be a part of that, and we want to stay away from that. And also that's the same for Fenian Raiders. We don't want to have some sort of link together so they won't attack us.
So, are there any economic factors that would affect your colony?
There is one about trading. You know, trading is difficult, and especially now considering the trade with Britain is over and reciprocity has ended. We think that if we can get just a couple big trades, we can survive as a colony. We have what we need.
And are there any social factors involved?
No, there's none at all.
Oh, interesting. So, who are your political leaders?
John Hamilton is our political leader. And we believe that he'll make the right choice.
So, very interesting. So, this is your reporter reporting from New Brunswick.
This is PEI.
PEI. So, oops, guys, sorry, PEI.
Ooh, well, welcome to my humble home. You see, I am French, but I have a very light accent. See?
Okay, and what is your name, good sir?
Johnny Haku.
Hello, Johnny Haku.
And I believe you told me earlier that your name was Joe Roberts.
Okay.
And I believe Roberts can be shortened down to Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I'm
And
John.
my last digits of my number is 1412.
Oh no, I believe that's your pentagram number.
Yeah. Anyway, man, you're a colonist here, right?
Of course.
Do you know this country pretty well?
Not the country. I know nothing about those Canada West weirdos, in their bars getting reporters drunk.
Yeah, those are pretty weirdos.
Yeah.
But do you know about your colony?
Plenty. I know everything.
Do you mind if I ask you a couple questions?
Ask away, Mr. Joe Roberts.
I've heard the political deadlock in Canada. Has it gotten really bad? How would Confederation help you fix it?
Confederation would create this environment of just freedom and peace where there wouldn't be a deadlock. It would just be like everybody says what they say. And then it's just like, yes, no, yes, yes, no, yes, you're hot, yes. And it just works out perfectly.
Alrighty. The French are at minority at the English. Do you think your culture and language can survive its representation by your population?
You see, there was this conference that happened in Quebec a while ago. And you see, they promised 72 different things. One of which was promising that Indians would have their land. You want to hear a funny story? You see, when people first settled in America, they were actually looking for India. And since since the Indians here, the natives, and these savages look the same as those Indians we've come to hate very much and know as vegans, we called them Indians.
Okay. Next question. What about George Etienne Cartier? How do you feel about him? Has he sold out to the English?
Etienne Cartier is a hero. If it wasn't for him, we'd be living in England right now, working on farms, like chucking the wheat, going all out. And they treat us like slaves. They treat us like those black people. The black ones. The livestock on the farmers' farms. And we are not that. We are Frenchmen. We invented the croissant. Do not mess with the croissant.
Alrighty. True. That conference you talked about in Quebec, that went down a while ago. What happened? What went down?
Well, you see, as I said before, they guaranteed our rights as Frenchmen, as well as several other things, including the Indian stuff. And as I was saying, we honestly believe everything that they said. Being French is just an honor. legacy as French croissant-eating men.
I love those croissants, you know.
Yeah.
Bless your colony.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
The railway is going to be built through Confederation. How do you feel about this? How does it affect your colony?
You see, Confederation will create this railway, but this railway will create hope. It will create peace of our citizens. Because finally, they don't have to like canoe over to like Canada West. Now they just get to hop on a train and go like woohoo, chugga 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 chugga. Anyway, so it would also increase trade, which would be incredible. Now, before we end this, I would just like to mention a few things that I don't believe you recognized or asked me about. You see, the American reciprocity, I don't think it affects us very much. Because most of our trade has already been in with Britain and Canada West. The United States are just like, eh. They are just like those like Englishmen. Except we don't trade with them.
Understand.
As well as Manifest Destiny. I don't think I really care about it. It's not like we're worried about expanding.
Yeah.
Most of our citizens are already planning to move back to France once Confederation begins. So we probably don't need any more expansion. Also, on the topic of British attitudes changing over time, we've noticed this. But, of course, it is a major part of this. You see, Britain, they took us in and they sheltered us.
I know, man.
If it wasn't for them, we'd be living on the streets. Well, no, there wouldn't even be streets. We'd be living on anything we'd be living on a path.
Okay.
And then, of course, there's the trade with Britain and them losing colonial preference. Why? Why must it be us? Why not cut off the Indian strands? Just, I heard there's this dude called Gandhi. Just like, screw him out.
Anyway, well, that was really deep. Thank you. Thank you.
But
Thank you, Johnny.
There's one or two or a couple more things I would like to mention before we go. French are not slaves.
Preach.
Welcome back to Confederation Night in BNA. I am the great Wilson Rankin. And tonight, I'll be interviewing a real-life newfie, with the language and the fishing poles. So, let's see if we can find a real-life newfie. Oh, there's one right now! He's shorting everything with the fishing pole! Hey, sir, would you like to be a part of our interview show? See, we go all across BNA and discuss with coolness about political, economic, and social beliefs and issues within their colony. Tonight's special is the Grand Confederation. Sure, I'd love to. That's great. So before we begin, may I ask why you have a fishing rod? There doesn't seem to be any lakes nearby.
Oh yeah, there actually is a lake. It's just down there.
Oh yeah, I see it too. It looks strangely like half of a house thing. But let's begin. Okay. So do you think your colony will join in this Grand Confederation?
You probably haven't heard of Anti-Confederation song.
Anti-Confederation song? Is that like that play thing that I saw at the Louvre?
No. It's a song about anti-Confederation.
Oh, that makes sense. It's right in the title. So what's it about?
It's about how terrible and disgusting and tragic Confederation is.
Whoa, that's deep. Why are you so against it? What about the political factors?
Oh, well, if we join Confederation, we are afraid that Britain will get angry at us because we disrespected them. Because they recently gave us a political independence.
Political independence. That's like a teenager being like, "Bye, mom." So what about economics? You know money stuff?
Wait, I'm not done with my political.
Oh, really? Then continue, sir.
Yes. So, also, we hope that Britain will give us soldiers so we can protect ourselves from Manifest Destiny, the Fenian raids. So, they were our Lord and Savior.
Deep. Yeah. So, as I was starting to say, it's all about the money, man. The economics? Come on. I'd like to hear about that money stuff. So, tell me about it, young sir.
Many families are in debt to merchants, so we're hoping that Britain can free us from our debt by giving us money. But if we disrespect them and join Confederation, well, then they won't free us from our debt. So,
again, you're one deep, deep man. Unlike those shallow people I've been reporting on these other days. I've been to tons of places. Canada West, Nova Scotia, Canada West. And it's just been full of shallow people.
Okay, so,
any more economics?
Oh, wait, I almost forgot. Reciprocity. So,
reciprocity. I believe that is the thing that when the Americans stop their beliefs of trade with other colonies is a good thing. So they stop it and...
yeah, reciprocity. I just remembered what I was about to say. We're not worried about that because we have a huge fishing industry and everyone wants to come with us. Like, honestly, we're the best fishers out there. Like,
I heard...
look at this bad boy.
Oh, yeah, it's red and everything.
Yeah, we can just trade with Britain.
Yeah, that looks like a really nice rod. May I hold it for a second? And just, really sink in the majesty of the rod. Everyone wants a nice, long, nice rod who can catch all the fish in the sea.
Okay, yeah, so let's continue.
Yes, so what about social factors? Any of those exist amongst your colony?
Oh, yeah. We don't have a very high population at all compared to Canada West and bad colonies.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we want to say in what happens.
Nice.
And we won't have that say because of that.
Hey, you want to hear a funny story? You see, I'm from Nova Scotia, as you can tell by my last name, Rankin.
Yes, obviously.
Yes. And you see, one time I was visiting Canada West, and I was at this bar, and this really, shallow and jerky dude was just want a beer?
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, interesting. So, that's all, I guess.
Yeah. Back to you at the studio!
Thank you. Thank you. With John and Lincoln, and we have the results for Confederation. Do you mind sharing?
Oh yes, of course, I'd love to. So for Canada West, Canada East, New Brunswick, and Nova Scotia said yes. And for the lame ones, PEI and Newfoundland said no.
Very interesting. Any surprises?
No, I don't think any surprises because BEI and Newfoundland they were already gonna say no already because I don't know why, but just Newfoundland were really loyal to Britain and PEI didn't really needed the railway, so then I think from that they said no, so that's why they said no because they're an island, not a province.
Yeah, so the railway wouldn't matter.
Yeah, and for the others. It was kind of it wouldn't make sense for them to say yes.
Yeah.
Because of the Fenian race, the Manifest Destiny,
Political deadlock?
Of course, for Canada West and East, the political deadlock.
Okay. So, I think that's all for the show. Goodbye.
And thanks for watching.